Remember Vine? 6-second videos, bad jokes, pure chaos. Before TikTok dances, before Reels, before YouTube Shorts, there was Vine. And the crazy part? Some of the biggest internet personalities you know today started there. King Bach, Lele Pons, Zach King, Logan Paul, David Dobrik.
They weren't movie stars. They weren't celebrities with managers and million-dollar contracts. They were just people making 6-second videos on their phones. And for a while, Vine was everywhere. Then, in 2016, Twitter announced that Vine was shutting down. 1 year later, it was gone. But here's the part that makes the story interesting. The creators didn't disappear. They moved. To YouTube, to Instagram, and eventually to TikTok. And many of them became far more successful than they ever were on Vine. So what happened? How did the platform that basically invented modern short-form video lose its creators to the platforms that came after it? The answer isn't that Vine stopped being popular. It's that Vine never figured out how to turn its creators into a business, and other platforms did.
But the story doesn't end with Vine, because around the same time, another platform was quietly building something much bigger. ByteDance had launched Douyin in China. Then, in 2017, it launched TikTok internationally. And TikTok understood something Vine had never fully figured out. The product wasn't just the video. The product was the creator ecosystem. TikTok made it ridiculously easy for a creator's video to reach people who didn't already follow them. You didn't need millions of followers to get millions of views. The algorithm could find an audience for you. That changed everything. Because suddenly, short-form video wasn't just a place where celebrities posted. It became a place where anyone could become one. And then came the money. TikTok eventually introduced creator monetization programs and tools, while also building a massive ecosystem around advertising, brand partnerships, live content, and commerce. The exact monetization model changed over time, but the message to creators was clear. There is money here. And that was something Vine never managed to communicate convincingly. And this is where the story gets personal. Imagine you're a Vine creator in 2015. You've spent 2 years building an audience. You've developed a style. You've built a community. People recognize you. Your videos are part of internet culture. Then the platform disappears. Your followers don't automatically come with you. Your audience isn't an asset you can simply transfer to another company. You have to start rebuilding somewhere else. That's the hidden risk of becoming successful on someone else's platform. You don't actually own the audience. The platform does. And Vine creators learned that lesson the hard way. Some successfully rebuilt their careers. Some became even bigger on YouTube and Instagram. Some moved into acting, music, business, and traditional entertainment. But others simply faded away. And that's what makes the Vine story so important. The creators didn't suddenly become less talented. The audience didn't suddenly stop liking them. The infrastructure underneath them disappeared.
And here's the irony. Vine helped prove that people wanted short-form video. Vine helped create the language of internet comedy. Vine helped create the first generation of modern social media celebrities. But it didn't capture the long-term value of what it had created. Other companies did. Instagram launched Stories and later Reels. YouTube launched Shorts. TikTok turned short-form video into a global phenomenon. And the creators who once made 6-second Vine videos suddenly had an entire industry built around the format they helped invent. Vine had the culture. Other platforms built the business. That's the real reason Vine lost. Not because short-form video failed, because Vine failed to build a sustainable ecosystem around the people making it. And that's the uncomfortable lesson for creators today. If you're building an audience on TikTok, you don't own TikTok. If you're building on Instagram, you don't own Instagram. If you're building on YouTube, you don't own YouTube. You are building your career on infrastructure that somebody else controls. They control the algorithm. They control distribution. They control monetization. And ultimately, they control whether the platform continues to exist. Vine creators learned this when Twitter shut the door. But creators today face the same fundamental risk. The platform may change its algorithm. It may change its monetization. It may prioritize a new format. Or one day, it might simply disappear. The smartest creators, therefore, don't just build followers. They build something they can take with them. An email list, a website, a business, a community, multiple platforms. Because followers are rented. audience ownership is earned somewhere else. So no, Vine creators weren't replaced by TikTok because they suddenly became less talented. They weren't replaced because TikTok had better comedians. And they weren't replaced because Vine's audience suddenly stopped caring. They were replaced because the internet changed. Vine proved that short-form video could create culture. YouTube proved creators could become businesses. TikTok proved an algorithm could turn almost anyone into a creator. And the platforms that understood those three things won. That's why the story of Vine isn't really about a dead app. It's about what happens when a platform creates something incredibly valuable, but doesn't understand how to keep the people creating it. Because the next Vine is already out there. And when the next platform comes along promising creators more money, more reach, and a better algorithm, millions of people will move again, just like they did before. Because creators don't really belong to platforms. They belong to whoever gives them the best reason to stay. And that's the real reason Vine died. It didn't lose the internet. It gave the internet away. If you grew up watching Vine, you probably remember how different the internet felt back then. But if you're building an audience today, there's a bigger lesson here. Don't just build followers. Build something you own. Because platforms change, algorithms change, and eventually, someone always comes along and builds the next thing. Subscribe for more stories about the systems behind the internet, business, and the platforms we use every day.